Hey, good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this August 12th version of AM Live on EOA. Your connection to Eastern Oregon, we're glad that you're here. If you want to find our content, you can find it at EOA.network. EOA.network. Hey, and I want to do a shout out to my middle daughter, well, my only middle kid, who happens to be a daughter, Kelsey Whitty. Happy birthday yesterday. I forgot to call you. I feel guilty. But
as
yeah,
you should.
Yeah, as I should. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, the rest of you, I'm glad that you're here. If you're hearing this and you know Kelsey, be sure and, tell her that I called her out in the morning show. So, hey, how are you, man?
The crazy thing is like the world is designed not to miss birthdays now.
I know it.
You know what I mean? Because Facebook, social media will tell you. Obviously, you have a wife; she'll tell you.
She
you know
did.
What I mean?
She made it like, I don't.
It's all good though. I mean,
well, and that, when I look at the date this morning, it's like, I don't think that I wrote the date down once yesterday, or I didn't look at it, and so then it's like the 12th. Oh, holy smokes! The 11th.
She's a Leo too. You can kind of tell she's a Leo, like. I know Leo's pretty well because I'm a Leo.
See, I don't have a correlation between the signs and how people really are.
Well, like Leos are leader. They're leader type people. They're not afraid of confrontation.
Yeah.
They're the king of the.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's the
thing.
Yeah. Energetic. What's the other Leo? Now you got me on it.
Yeah. Well, while you're looking that up, birthdays. Are you spending? I'm not spending as much time on Facebook these days.
No, I'm only on it ever for work.
Yeah.
But I do spend a lot of time.
Instagram, just like.
Personally, I'd rather thumb through Instagram or TikTok, but. For here, because we have a lot of followers on Facebook, I have to keep that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So Leos are known for their confidence, loyalty, and natural leadership. They tend to be dramatic, attention-seeking, and have a strong desire to be admired. I don't have any strong desire to be admired, but the rest of that, confident and outgoing, loyal and generous, creative, passionate, warm-hearted, and cheerful. Yeah, that's a Leo. And that, from what I know of Kelsey, she's all of those too.
So what's a Gemini supposed to be? That's what I am.
Let's see here.
It's the twins.
Gemini characteristics: curiosity, adaptability, and strong communication skills. They're quick-witted and adaptable, intellectually conversational. They can also be indecisive, restless, and prone to superficiality.
Okay.
Excellent communicators, sociable and entertaining, imaginative and innovative, and then the weaknesses are restless, impatient. They can be unreliable. They may get bored easily. Obviously, you're not going to be all of them, but they do. A lot of times they're pretty close. I think.
I wonder how they came up with that.
Who knows, man? A bunch of. That's been around for a long time.
I know, but somebody sat down like, well, what characteristics can we assign? But no, going back to the birthday thing, it's always, when you just do the math, you take all of the world's population and you divide it by 365 days. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people with the same birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever have a kid? Did you ever have any friends that had the same birthday as me?
Nope.
As you?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I had one.
Nope.
Yeah, and she was actually not only the same birthday, but she was born on the same day. We were in the same church together. Yeah, so that was kind of unique.
Yeah. So here's an interesting one though. My oldest kid and my second oldest kid, Kyron, are all exactly 4 months to the day apart. I was born July 27th. Presley was born November 27th. And Kyron was born March 27th. So there's exactly 4 months in between each one of our birthdays.
That's wild.
Yeah. And then, of course, Pacey, my youngest, she was due on the 26th. And I was trying to get my ex to hold her in a few extra days, but she came out on the 24th of August. I was like, hold her in. She's like, I'm not holding nothing in.
Yeah, there are some forces that can't be.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That birth was crazy, though. That was number 3. And at this time, we had midwives, and we had switched insurances so we could have the baby wherever we wanted, and we wanted to have the baby in Corvallis instead of Salem. So she does whatever it is. What's it called when you're in labor? She does labor at home all day.
Oh, okay.
Takes a shower, gets out, and she goes, "Okay, I'm ready to have a baby." We drive to Corvallis. We get there, and they didn't even get an IV in, and we got a baby. And we're out 7 hours later with the baby the next morning.
The amount of time that people normally are in labor, you're in and out.
Yeah, she did labor at home, even took a shower, and then she was like, I'm ready. She wasn't going to have an epidural anyways.
Yeah.
So by the time we got there at like 11:30 or 11:40, or no, we got there at 11:05 and had the baby at 11:40.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So with Brady, when we found out Brady's due date, Kathy says it was the 29th. It was a leap day. The 29th of February was it happened to be a leap year, and there was a leap day, and that was his birthday. Well, Kathy says, I just don't want to have a leap day kid. That was her declaration at the very beginning. I just don't want to have a leap day kid. You
don't really get much
Yeah,
of a
well,
choice
she's a teacher, and she didn't, she dealt with kids having birthdays and stuff all the time, and so sure enough, she goes into labor at 11 o'clock at night on the 28th.
Oh, you're having a leap day kid.
Yeah, it's like, and I told her, unless you want a pant blow for 24 hours.
Yeah, and you won't be.
We're gonna have a leap day. Yeah, he was born like 4 hours later, 5 hours later. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could just lie and say your birthday's the day before.
Yeah. Well, and that was always, if he came home from school when he was 5, crying. I think I told you this story. He's crying and said, "You said my birthday was on the 29th, and I looked, and there's no such day on the calendar."
That's funny. Like you were never born, dude. You're a figment of your own imagination.
Yeah. How do you explain leap day to a 5-year-old?
Yeah, that's impossible.
That's hard. Well, hey, you want to do sports?
Let's do it.
All right.
AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Flex Steel combines expert craftsmanship and the comfort you can count on. Customize every piece with different fabric options made to fit your style. Explore the natural collection at Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big red rocking chair on Elm off Adams in LeGrand. Shrine pics are up and posted. Shout out again to Brenna Strand for letting us hire her and coming in and taking awesome pics as usual. I don't get to take a lot of football pics outside the EOU. It makes me kind of jealous. I do as many EOU games, but like for high school games, I'm always in the booth, so I don't get to take high school pictures. Last night, the back-to-back state champion LHS girls wrestling team was presented their state championship rings. It's always an honor to be invited to things like that, and it was a great night with 12 awesome young ladies that represented LeGrand in last year's wrestling state championship. Their families, coaches, the administrators, this winter they'll try to make it 3 in a row. That would be awesome. They lost some pretty important seniors, but we'll see. EOU women's soccer hosts CBCC tomorrow in their preseason opener at 5:30 up at Community Stadium. It should be an exciting game. I mean, EOU should handedly win it. They're playing a junior college. But it's your first chance to see a really good EOU women's soccer team. So if you don't have anything going on, get up there and support them 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. EOU football had their Frontier Conference Media Day at the end of last week. I joined it to crash the party and ask a few questions. Take a look.
Hey, I'm Brody McMillan from LeGrand, Oregon.
I'm Jason Grant from Toppenish, Washington.
Brody plays running back for us, and Jason plays safety for us.
Any questions from the media?
We have Kyle Dahl.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, you got what's up, fellas?
What's up, Doddsy?
So I got a question for each one of you guys, and I'm going to start with Brody because it plays into what you just said about him. I've covered Brody since he was in high school, and if you asked me his senior year of high school if he would ever wear the legacy number at EOU, I would say absolutely not. And I think he can probably agree with that. And I'm super proud of you, by the way. Describe the feeling of being chosen to wear the legacy number this year and the work that you put in to earn that privilege.
For me, it's such a huge honor. I mean, watching those before me, I looked up to him since my freshman year of college. I mean, watching Solo Taylor, watching Josh Mendoza, watching Blaine Shaw. I mean, I grew up with Blaine Shaw, so just watching him, I watched how he worked, his work ethic, and I just put myself in his shoes and went to work.
Good. Jason, your question. I feel like you've been the most dependable player on the defense over the last 2 years. Your freshman season, you played under guys like Zach Donato and Solo Taylor. Talk about how being able to learn from those guys has helped mold you into an all-conference player perennially. Perennially.
I'll just say, with guys like Zach Donato, I praise everything to him and Brian Mills, our DC at the time. Solo Taylor, he was wearing 7 at the time. He put in the standard. He showed us how to work. Zach Donato, he did everything right. He was the guy that I looked up to coming in. He was the guy that I wanted to be coming in. And now that I'm here, I've done my.
Yeah, it was awesome to be a part of that Frontier. They used to do it where they would invite the coach and the players to Montana, and they'd do it there. But now that since COVID, they've stayed to this whatever Zoom style. I think it is Zoom actually. I don't like it. I think a real media day is better. I mean, at least you know I get to be a part of it that way. But I think it's a lot cooler if they did it like bigger colleges do and have an actual media day like the Big Sky has theirs in I think Vegas or but yeah Camp and Jason Grant, Brody McMillan, that we'll see. Like I don't know where they're gonna. I predict 500, and I don't want to be like like I don't want to be negative, but I mean they got to prove something to me this year, and they're gonna kick off their season here in just a couple weeks. They have a home game. It's an exhibition game, and we should be able to see a little bit of what's going on. I'm still worried about the quarterback issue, and I don't really know who. I mean, I've heard names, but there's nothing concrete. So we'll see what happens. Things are going to start heating up football-wise. We will be streaming Pendleton, Baker, and LeGrand High School home games this year, just like last year. The first game it's a Baker home game, and it's on the 29th at 7 p.m. and it'll be right here on the EOA network. And if you own a business or are interested in advertising, message us, or you can email office@eoalive.tv. That's all I got on the Tuesday AM Sports Report, brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. They want to make you comfortable in your own home.
All right, good stuff, man. Thank you.
No, Bud asked, was that me that flashed in the tie? No, Bud, that guy probably 15 years older than me, first off. He's the commissioner of the Frontier Conference.
But I thought so. I mean, he did look a little bit like you, older and like in a suit and tie and the whole 9 yards.
That was the commissioner of the Frontier Conference.
No, but when I saw that video before we were live, I thought, like, for just a second, I thought, well, it kind of looked like Kyle a little bit.
Man, I'm not wearing a suit. I wouldn't even wear a suit at your funeral.
Yeah, we should have shown our avatars.
Cartoons. We can do that on Thursday. They turned out pretty good. Actually.
Oh, well, yeah, but you could have picked one with me smiling. You picked one with me
I just picked the first one I saw.
I know.
To make it out of.
Yeah. So, anyhow.
Yep, cartoon versions.
Cartoon, yeah.
It even has my tattoos and everything.
I know. I saw that.
It's wild.
Yeah. Anyhow, maybe what we should do is we could play with that sometime on the air. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah. Well, hey, that's right. I lost my place. Let's take a look outside. Weather here.
It's going to be hot again today.
Yep.
No, yeah, I'm not complaining.
Yep.
Still got some summer left, thankfully.
Man, it was warm yesterday in the afternoon. It just baked.
Oh
today,
my goodness!
98.
I didn't know it was gonna be that hot.
Yeah.
You catch me inside today.
Yep.
Holy mackerel!
And 60. Yep.
And then it's gonna cool down into the low to mid 80s, all the way to 79 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Wednesday the 13th. I got a soccer game tomorrow night. It shouldn't be by 5:30 though. It shouldn't be too burning hot,
Yeah. Who's playing high school playing soccer?
No, EOU women's soccer
Yeah.
team has a game tomorrow.
All right. Well, do you have that CHD video handy? Yeah. So anyhow, our weather's been brought to us by CHD Developmental Disabilities, and just take a look at this video real quick. And again, that's CHD Developmental Disabilities. Appreciate them sponsoring the weather for the last several months. Keep an eye out there are help and services for those people with developmental disabilities or over the age of 65, which I did not, I'm almost there, but I suppose that I would classify as needing some extra help from time to time. But especially if you think that they're being taken advantage of in some way or another. I had mentioned a couple of times before that I had a good friend who was scammed out of a lot of money, and which is a very prevalent thing that's happening right now.
Well, somebody in Union County got hit for $600,000 worth of gold bars.
Are you kidding?
No, it was
Wow.
It was. I think Union County Sheriff posted it.
Yeah.
Like, don't turn your money into gold bars and give it to somebody to protect it for you.
Yeah. Well, and that's a whole nother topic. I always think it's crazy when, and I understand why, but the investment of go buy gold, but don't really get the gold.
I don't
Yeah, it's like you have a certificate. It's not much different than those digital prints that you can buy. What do they call those? When you have a piece of artwork and you
what are those?
the digital version of it, and it's like,
what are those?
yeah, it's like,
called?
this original digital version belongs to you. It's like,
And-
well, the power of digital is that you can duplicate it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what about Bitcoin? What about?
I'm yeah. No,
A lot of
Bitcoin
people
has
have become millionaires off of Bitcoin.
it has value to somebody. I just
Oh yeah,
haven't-
it does because I can literally cash it in on PayPal.
No,
for cash.
I know. I just haven't figured out. Yeah, I
Right.
mean, and people explain it, but that whole thing. Well, anyhow, we kind of totally got off it. But yeah, so yeah, if you're out there and you have somebody that's approaching you and it seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Run.
That old saying, is still absolutely the case.
Do not take the candy or get in the van with the bubble.
I get text messages, and I'm sure you do too, all the time, and they're accident. They come across as accidental. It's like, hey, are we going to have coffee today at, and it's some random number.
It happens.
And it's just an engagement piece. It's just they want you to have a conversation with them, and then that pulls you into, anyhow, it's Yep.
It's interesting for sure.
So anyhow, all of that, the point is that if you have people that you think are being taken advantage of in some manner or not, if they're developmentally disabled or more vulnerable or over the age of 65, there is certainly a path that you can get them help and figure that out. So thanks, CHD.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what else is going on, man?
Normal old Tuesday for me.
Yeah.
Same old getting ready for fall.
Yeah.
It's coming. I mean, it's here. We're halfway through August already.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And sports are already here. I mean,
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the first game of the fall season for the EOU or the high school. Well, we had the alumni game last week for LeGrand girls soccer, and that was interesting. The alumni team actually won 2-0. It was fun. But like the first real game is tomorrow. And then the first football game is I want to say EOU plays on the 23rd. I could be wrong, but for LeGrand, I mean it's coming right up. We have that Baker game on the 29th.
Yeah.
And it's go time.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been talking about this, but we just found out that we are going to do all three. Kyle mentioned that in the sports report. We'll do the home games of Pendleton, LeGrand, and Baker City high schools. And so that'll be, that's always, that pretty much goes from the beginning of September until sometimes there are some playoff games that are late in October.
Yep.
Yeah, so that content will be on our stuff. There'll be a game there. I think there's 4 incidences where there are games
Doubles.
happening at the same time.
No
Yeah.
triples.
No triples, thankfully. Yeah,
So
because we've got the 2 crew thing figured out, but we haven't got the 3 crew thing figured out. And yeah, for those that are interested technically, yeah, it's one of the we do the Shrine football game, and that requires everything that we have. Well, when we get ready to do these fall games, we are able to divide that equipment and cover 2 games at once. So
Yeah, fun. The EOU game is the 23rd at 1 o'clock right here at Community Stadium, and that's 11 days away.
Yeah.
It's a scrimmage. I mean, essentially.
Yeah.
It's against Pacific Northwest Christian College, and I'm not a big fan of those kind of games. Like I don't like why play that like.
I play a scrimmage game.
Well, if you're going to scrimmage yourself, first off.
Yeah.
Second off, why waste time with a team like that when, you know what I mean? I think you need to scrimmage teams that are going to take you to the next level. And you don't get to the next level by playing Pacific Northwest Christian College.
Yeah.
Do you even know where that is? Have you ever even heard of it?
Yeah,
You probably know where
I
it is.
do.
Yeah,
It's
but
in the Seattle area. Yeah, but
football-wise,
Right,
it's like,
no.
like Pacific Northwest Christian College? Like, who is that?
yeah.
It's EOU basketball used to do the same thing. They used to play the Indian school up and teams were beating them by like 60, 70 points for like 4 years straight. Okay. And I was talking with Kemp about it a few years ago, and I'm like, what are we trying to do here? Like, we're not getting paid to do this. Like, I see if you're going to go to Gonzaga and get beat by 60 points for 10 grand,
Right.
but
Yeah.
you're going to bring
get a
this
beating, you get paid
school
for it. Yeah.
here and beat them by 60. It's like, what are we
Yeah.
learning? Like,
Yeah.
how are we getting better?
Yeah.
And this is the time of the season where you really
Yeah.
need to get better. I mean, they play in the toughest conference in the whole country.
Yeah. I loved, when I was playing football, I loved scrimmaging. I mean, that was like the training when I was in high school. The workout and the conditioning, all of that was like, ugh. But then finally when the point, I don't know how your practices were, but when you finally got to like scrimmaging, it was like,
We didn't we didn't scrimmage hardly at all. I mean, it was just mainly, like just working on offense, defense, whatever.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, like they'd take like a little bit of practice and
Yeah.
let you run live, but not.
Yeah.
They weren't real scrimmagers.
yeah.
All depends on the coach, really. You know what I mean? Some
Well,
coaches will scrimmage you to
what?
death.
I enjoyed it. I was a tackle and a middle linebacker. And of course the scrimmages were mostly for the offense. They're running their plays over and over again, Well, then you would know the play as the defensive person, and you would try and disrupt that. I mean, and that was always a challenge. It's like, how can I move differently in a manner to disrupt them, But anyhow, it's not real life, but super interesting. So have you seen, I know you should, some of the interviews of the quarterbacks now in pro and what's going through their mind up to the adjustments they're making up to the very last second before the ball is hyped.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just, yeah.
Yep, you got to be smart to be a quarterback.
Yeah,
at that level.
I don't even understand the game enough to follow exactly what's going on. So
They understand it, that's for sure.
yeah, really well. So, well, hey, thanks you guys for being here. We appreciate it. Short show today.
Short show.
Yeah. Yeah, get us out of here, man.
Let's do it. On this day, August 12th, 1851, American inventor Isaac Singer patents his famous sewing machine. 1865, on this day, British surgeon Joseph Lister performs the first antiseptic surgery using carbolic spray on instruments and bandages. 1877, on this day, to his amazement, Thomas Edison records himself reciting Mary Had a Little Lamb on his newly completed cylinder phonograph, a device that records sound onto tinfoil cylinders. 1898, on this day, the peace protocol ending the Spanish-American War is signed. And then we'll jump all the way up to 2018 because nothing happened between 1898 and 2018. NASA launches the Parker Solar Probe, its first mission to the sun, and its outermost atmosphere, the corona. 2021. Phoenix is the fastest growing city in the USA, overtaking Philadelphia, who had been the fastest for a long time, according to the U.S. Census. On this day, the #1 movie in America 20 years ago, Dukes of Hazzard remake with Jessica Simpson. Not anywhere near as good as the show, but it was still.
Yeah, there were a lot of other stars in that besides Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds.
But that's the one who really, yeah.
Yeah. The quote of the day comes from Robbie Novak. Be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody. One more time. Be somebody who makes everybody feel like a somebody.
Good.
That's all we got.
Yeah. And happy birthday yesterday. Good day, Kelsey. Sure love you. Yep. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Yep. We'll see you guys Thursday right here.